Hey Terrosphere, it's Holly from Cape Cod Creatures, and I'm here with a quick review for the Sea Whispers Oracle deck. Oh my god, the glare is going to be horrible. I apologize in advance. But this is a cute, if not kind of obscure Oracle deck by Thurman. And it's actually a great little deck, and I wish everybody should support it. It's really cute. But anyway, the deck, when you order it, comes direct from the printers. So I want to say it took mine like a little over a week, but she does say allow up to 2 weeks depending on where you're from. And it's just such a cute little deck. So it's ocean-based pictures. So for those of you who like the sea, I do know that the artist and author originate from England. So, but the thing that I like about the deck is that it's not just English seacoast pictures. There's actually like a bunch of stuff. There's like manatees and pollution, and it's got like a very like there's a little piece of the ocean from whatever part of the world you're in that kind of makes you feel good about having it, or at least from an English or an American coast or like an East Coast perspective. You can do like the English coast or the East Coast, maybe even a little bit of California. I'm not sure about some of the more exotic locations, but yeah, it's got a really nice oceany vibe, and it's not particular to any one region, which is really nice. So, anywho, let's get right to it. So it's regular tarot size, which makes the deck fit easily in your hand. As you can see, the back is not like oriented particularly one way, but if you are really good at memorizing what direction everything faces, this is the top. So it's not really too reversible, but I don't pay too close attention to stuff like that. And this is the box it came in. It's just like this glare is awful, sorry guys. It's just a small little white tuck box with a window. It did not come with a guidebook in the box, but it does come with a 74-page printable PDF and a 1-page quick reference guide, which is really nice. She actually gives you all the information to download that right here. So comes on a card in the deck, so you're ready. So it's pretty much ready to go. And it also has little keywords on the bottom of each card too. So it tells you what the thing is in case you're not familiar with the terminology, and then it gives you the keyword for the card, so you can read it right off the bat, which is really nice. And then in the guide, she's got really fun ways to like connect with the ocean and ways to like use the deck. I think there are a couple of spreads. There's about a page each for each of the cards to be read upside down, like, you know, regular way and in reverse. If you read reversals, if not, don't worry about it. And there's enough, I think there's enough, it's not a hug deck, but it's not like a negative deck either, but there's a nice mix of like, okay, things you need to take care of, and then also like some posy traction in there as well, because I do like a good mix of that in my deck. I'm not, like, a hug deck is fun, is all well and good when you need a hug, but for the most part, if you're reading with a deck and you're being serious about it, like, it's good to have a little bit of a mix in there. The card stock is decent. It's definitely like a laminated, it's almost Llewellyn-y in feel. It's not a thin stock by any means. It's not a thick stock either. Nice and shuffleable. You can rifle this deck really well. And like I said, the images are really nice. So here you've got an anchor on the side of a boat. When you get it too, it's all alphabetized, which is really nice. You've got some barnacles on some other shellfish, a beach hut, a bikini. You've got a boat, a calm sea, serenity. Oh, that makes me want to sing the theme song from Firefly. You've got some critters in there. You've got crabs. But not like that. Well, maybe you do. I don't know your life. You've got a cuttle bone, which is kind of neat. Those of us with birds know what those are. You've got some, I mean, I think these were mostly stock images, which is like, okay. And she kind of turned them into cards. You've got a deep sea diver, but it's the old-timey one, which I think is really cool because I feel like this evokes adventure more than some of the new diving equipment. And you've got like dolphin. This one I love. You've got driftwood. This is just very New England-y here. This reminds me of Sandy Neck. You've got a figurehead or a mast. I know they call it figurehead, but that's there's another word for that, and I don't remember what it is. You've got like fish. You've got an iceberg, always a good time. Jellyfish. You've got a life preserver. Lighthouse, for those of us in New England, we're very familiar with those. There's the manatee. You've got a mermaid, which is really cool. Fishing nets, which is entanglement, but I mean, if you've grown up near the sea and then my father was a fisherman, this means something very different to me, like the fishing nets. So that'll be an interesting way, like it'll be interesting to see how that comes up in readings. And then, like I said, you've got critters, you've got octopus, you've got a pelican, so you do have shorebirds in there, which is nice. You've got a plank for walking the plank, which is consequences. Pollution. You've got Poseidon, the god of the sea. I love this one, a puffin. Before that one was a puffer fish. You've got the sea otter, an urchin. You've got a sea witch. Is that? Hold on, let me see if I can get that one into focus better. There we go. It's a little bit easier. Then you've got a seagull. And I love that the seagull is the card for opportunity. Usually seagulls are painted in a negative light. They're around here, they're called rats with wings. But I'm sorry, if you had a choice between having to fish for your dinner every day and maybe not getting it and like eating dead crabs and stuff off the beach versus, like panhandling for French fries and getting them because you're so stinking cute, I think I would pick the French fries every time. I mean, I'm no dummy. French fries taste way better than rotten crabs. So you've got the seahorse for camouflage. You've got seals. Oh, here's the shark is for fears. You've got seaweed, shells, ship's wheel. So it's a good mix of, oh, there's a squid. I love that they put squids in here. Oh, here's a stingray. Stingrays actually scare me now because of the whole Steve Irwin thing. Taken out by a sea rat. How mad were the alligators? Like, seriously? The alligator mafia was probably just like, oh, stingrays got him. We've had, like, he was ours. You've got walruses, waves, of course, and, oh, a whale. So, like I said, there's a lot going on with this deck. A veritable alphabet of sea-worthy everything. So that wasn't exactly every card, but that was a nice chunk of them. And I'm going to post the link in the description box below. You can actually go to her website and see every single card to make sure that they resonate with you before this is a deck that you take on. And I don't know if you could hear, but it shuffles very nicely. It is one of those decks where I think you probably shouldn't do more than a 5-card reading with it because there are only 48 cards. So you want to make sure that when you do your reading with it, you want to like maybe use another tarot deck with it. One that I really like to use with it is the 78 Nautical Tarot. Works really well with this deck for nautical reasons, obvious nautical reasons. But yeah, like it rifles really well because of the cardstock. So, I mean, it's one of those cardstocks where it might wind up chipping around the edges a little bit. It is a little Llewellyn-y to me, but not as bad as some of the cardstock that's been coming out with them lately. Like, I'll have this for several years. I'll probably wind up putting it in a bag at some point too. And it does the hand over hand very nicely. I just think, it's an easily shuffleable deck. It's a cute little indie deck. I think, what did I pay for this one? I think I paid, oh, you can also download the app. She's got an app for it, which is really nice. So if you don't want to buy the deck, you can get the app. But I think the deck, I think the app is paid, so I don't think you get the free app. But anyway, yeah, I want to say I didn't pay that much for this deck. I want to say like I paid like 18 or 20, somewhere around there. It was I remember it being very reasonable, but I can't find it off the top of the, like off the bat there. But I'll link to it below. But anyway, we're gonna do a quick 1-card pull for this. And I hope whoever needs this message receives it. All right. You know, maybe we'll do 3 cards. I'll do 1 from the bottom, and then 1 from the middle, and 1 from the top. Okay, let's see what we got. All right, so we got transformation, cooperation, and prominence. So that's the octopus, the pelican, and the figurehead. The figurehead, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the way old-timey boats are made, but it's usually like the carved figure of the lady at the front of the boat on the keel. But yeah, that is okay. So I think here well, the octopus for transformation, but they're also problem solvers. They're very intelligent creatures, but they're also kind of loners. Where the pelican, I don't know why that would be cooperation. I do know that they're a fishing bird, and they do, I don't know, I would have to look into the nature of a pelican to see why that would be considered for cooperation. And then prominence. I think this is somebody who needs to, whoever this is addressed for, this is like, you don't really particularly work well with others, but maybe you have come, like, you know, you've been assigned some group work, and maybe instead of being the loner that you are where the work is concerned, like instead of fighting it, maybe it's time to learn how to cooperate and work well within a group. But also, it's a good chance for you to showcase your leadership. So I would say that, you know, like, yeah, this is a good time to show, like, this is for me, this is a very worky reading, and I don't know why, but this feels like very career oriented. So it's pretty clear to whoever assigned you that group project that you work well alone, but now it's time to show them that you can work well with others and actually break out as a leader who is able to coordinate and able to draw out the best in your team. So this is a chance for you to showcase your skills and to rise above and get noticed. So if I were you, just work well. Like, you know, you might not like it, but you have those talents, and it's a chance for you to definitely rise above and get ahead in your career. So I hope that worked well for whoever needed that message. And yeah, this is the Sea Whispers Oracle. And if I had printed the book, I'd show you, but it's 74 pages. And if we're quite honest, I ran out of paper. But I need to go be a grown-up, and I need to go buy paper. But anyway, you guys, that's the Sea Whispers Oracle. It's really cute. I definitely think you should check it out. She's actually got some great stuff in like her blog and her website. It's got some really awesome stuff on there. So definitely give Lynn Thurman give her a look-see, and maybe support her by buying her Oracle. And thank you guys for listening to me ramble on about the Sea Whispers Oracle. Thanks, guys. Bye.